Hello Minecrafters, this is BBinME's and you're watching another awesome Minecraft video. This is episode 2 of the new series and very exciting. And so on the first episode we offered a world download, or I offered a world download of my world, and I posed to my viewers challenge number 1, and the challenge was to build a wheat farm, and a beginning of the game kind of wheat farm, low resources kind of thing. And just to let you know, here's what I got started with. It's a very simple little wheat farm, torches around, block in the center, 4-block radius of farm around it, and this is what I got started with to get going with some food. But obviously this isn't cool enough, so we needed to upgrade. So let's head over this way to farm number 2. Okay, as we come up on the main base, you can just see it past my little manual tree farm over here. There's something on the horizon over there, so let's head over there and check it out. This is a kind of a wheat farm tower. Originally I got this idea from Daedalus, who did a design like this, and then I did see one just recently on Reddit, which was an improvement, and I don't remember the username of the Reddit user, but I'll provide a link in the video description, and let's head in. So I've got 3 levels of the tower here, 1 for each crop, and down here is the collection area. It's very simple because I didn't want to make it too complex. At the beginning of the game we're low on resources like iron and redstone, and so this just uses a couple hoppers, a little bit of redstone, and you see I've been testing the farm out here, so I've got some crops. Let's head up the ladder here and we'll take a look. So if I just scroll down a little bit here, this is the kind of the collection, this is the sorting room I guess down there, and this is the collection area. I've got this basically a pool here of water source blocks in a diamond pattern, basically the pattern of the building, and all this water can collect right there where that hopper is. And you'll see I've got some floors of crops here. I basically use torches for light, again low in resources, right, beginning of the game, so we didn't want to get too crazy. And we've got dispensers for water. Very cool. And then on the corners here, they're not directly in the corners, but sort of in the corners, kind of offset, just to make sure to irrigate all this land. I've got these water source blocks, these pillars that go down, and that makes sure all my farmland stays irrigated. So that's very cool. All right, let's go down here and see how the machine works. So from down here, I can open up this trapdoor here, and I see that button in the collection area. If I flick the button, that will trigger the water. A little bit of lag there as it did that. And so you see the water's on now on all the floors, and it's pushing all the crops off to the side. And let me just go here and turn off the water here. I'm going to wait for the crops to flow over here. I don't want to pick up too many of them. All right, we'll just go up here and we can see it. And so everything is flowing over there to the hopper. Of course the hopper's jammed up, but it'll process everything fast enough. And let's go see how things are going. There we go. So everything's flowing in. I'll just put all this in the chest here. And so yeah, so this was iteration number 2. This is a nice design. Doesn't take a lot of resources. A little bit of digging to excavate this area, but of course you could build it up. And some glass, cobblestone, a little bit of wood for the ladders and things. Got some dispensers, so you need a little bit of redstone, but not too much. Got some carrots there that are glitched right there. Let's see if I can pick those up. Yeah, and so this is a pretty good design. You have to put the sorting area underneath the water is the easiest way I could figure out to do that, to do the redstone cheaply. And this idea here with the trapdoor, so I can reach up and flick the button, Then I can close this door and everything will flow into the hopper. And so I think that system works pretty good. All right. But this wasn't good enough for this world tour, or this world at all, right? This isn't good enough for BBinME's. So I'm going to head over here to that pillar of stone there, and I'm going to show you iteration number 3. All right, here we are. Hopefully the skeletons don't take a pot shot at me. So there's that basic farm we started, and this is my mega wheat farm. It's got 8 pads. The pads are 12 by 8, and I'll show you why in a little bit. And it's well lit, and it is a monstrosity of redstone and iron that took a ton and ton of resources, glowstone, glass, clay blocks, crazy. So you're not going to build this at the beginning of the game, but if you're crazy like me and want to go and collect all the resources early in the game, you can do it. All right, so I'm going to go hop into bed, bring on daytime, and we'll get down there and I'll show you how this whole thing works. All right, daytime. Let's head down here. You see that I've managed to get to level 49. I've died 26 times so far in this world, so good and bad. That's the first time I've really gotten up to level 30, and now I'm starting to look for that, enchanting room to really get something. But this is the first time I've gotten up to that level without dying. So, yeah. All right. So we enter in here. It's a little bit of redstone. Maybe this could have been closed off. There's other ways to, I suppose there's other ways to design this, but it took a while to get this mechanism working, and so here we go. Let's walk down here. So I've got these pads. They are, as I said, 9 by 12, and the reason why is, if I can just knock this out here, you'll see that underneath these carpets I've got these water source blocks on either side. So this is 8 wide, and the carpets are covering over the water, and you'll see why in a little bit. And I also have the carpets, just this, you didn't need to do this, but they cover the pistons here. So I have piston on this side, and of course a gap and another piston here, and I've got the timing of the redstone to shift this floor. So this is going to be a shifting floor design. Underneath these carpets here, let's see if I can see. Yeah, you can see that just to save on redstone, not use repeaters, I've did an alternating design. With the redstone going to the piston, the redstone going to the block under the piston. That way, it just saved on a little bit of repeaters. And you can just go ahead and put carpet over this, which is pretty handy, and hide it. So that's really cool. All right, we got our glowstone up there for lots of light. A little bit of torches on the side, just to for extra light. And then you get this, and it's like, wow, what the heck is this, BBinME's? Well, the idea here, and this is based on a sugarcane farm that DicoTheRedstoner did, and I'll provide a link, of course, in the video description. He did what he called a no-loss sugarcane farm, and I was thinking, wow, that's a pretty cool idea. But I wanted to use it for wheat farm. And so that's why I have these 8 pads, because what we have in here, let me go to this one here, these dispensers, I have these hopper minecarts and regular minecarts. And what I'm going to do is I can go over here and I can stack these minecarts on top of each other. You see that just dropped down one minecart in each of those slots. There's a second minecart. There's a third minecart. So I've got 3 minecarts stacked on top of each other on all of these power rails. And you see there, I'm actually hopping in that thing. And on these edges here, I've got 1 hopper minecart and a couple regular minecarts. And in the middle here, I've got 2 hopper minecarts and a regular minecart. And what's going to happen is the floor is going to shift. All this wheat's going to turn into entities, fall on the ground. And then these hoppers are going to take off, and they're going to just vacuum up all of the wheat and seeds that are lying on the ground, even on the sides here. And they'll get down to the end here. If we can scroll really far down, just jog down here. You can see that I just have a power rail at the back here with a block, and so they'll bounce off of this and they'll return, and then when they return they get back to where they started from here, and underneath them is a hopper. And so it doesn't need to be fast, just a single hopper, and that hopper will start collecting all of the items. And uh-oh, we've got a problem here. So there's a problem right there. We'll have to fix that. It'll collect all the items, and then everything will route into these chests here. So yeah, pretty awesome. All right, I think we're ready to set this machine off. So I did correct a problem I noticed. I was missing redstone in a block there, so I fixed that. This just separates the signal. When the repeater hits here, the redstone signal splits, goes this way and this way. So I guess when I was cleaning up and putting some cobblestone blocks down here, I must have knocked that out accidentally. But I think we're ready. We got our machine, our minecarts and hopper minecarts all loaded, and let's fire this machine, see if it works. Alright, we see the floor shifting there. A lot of lag. And looks like all the minecarts are working. Alright, great. Okay, so let's see how we do. It should, when they come back here, they should pick up the remaining items. So not all the items can be picked up in one pass. There's too many items, so the minecart will, to pick them up that quickly. And so the minecart should get them all on the return. In addition, in the ones in the middle, that's why I have 2 hopper minecarts, so that they can collect them faster in the middle rows where the bulk of the crops are. And they are getting back to their start position. All right. And yeah, okay, so maybe I need some more hopper minecarts here and there. But you could, of course, use all hopper minecarts, but I was trying to limit my iron. So I'm just going to activate the machine here again to send the minecarts down and pick up those remaining items. The minecarts are probably full is the problem. So yeah, so you might need, 3 minecarts in each slot. I will do that once I get some more iron. But basically, that's my machine here. So I think it's a pretty nice design. And if there's some interest, maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to build this. And the wiring's a little complex in places, so maybe a tutorial would be a good idea. But there you go. Let's go check out in our collection. All right, everything processed, and here's the haul. So let's just sort this out here a little bit. We got, it looks like a little more than 11 stacks, almost 12 stacks of wheat, and probably double that in seeds here. So 18 stacks, a little less than double. 18 full stacks of seeds. So yeah, pretty good. Like you saw, the machine didn't quite pick up everything, so I need to increase the number of hopper minecarts, and I'll do that. The other thing is that this was kind of silly what I did here actually with these chests, is I have all the hoppers. If I just knock these out here, I have I broke my track there, but I have all the hoppers running into this, and what would have been smarter of me is if I put the chests over here. So let me put the chest here, that way I can double up the amount of items going in the chest, so the collection will take half as long. So let me do that, and I'll fix that track there, and I'll show you how it looks. So be right back. Okay, let's give this one more test. I've cleaned up the wiring a little bit by removing the redstone wire that was in the little entryway here. I just have the switch with a little tricky stair here to hide the redstone. Let's go down. And so the redstone still comes down here in the machine, still wired the same way. The only difference, I guess it's not wired the same way, but the only slight difference is that instead I wire it up here, and I've got some redstone torches leading up to the redstone to power all the minecart initiators. So just cleaned it up a little bit, made it neater, and let's give it a shot. Alright, there they go. I think they're picking up quite a bit. There is some stuff left behind, so we'll see if the minecarts pick that up on the way back. You know, I'm thinking I might even have to go to 4 minecarts in each section and add an extra hopper minecart in each one. So let's see. They're almost done here. Alright, so I put all my gear in this chest, and it's free for you guys to use. There's some more diamonds over here, and basically almost broken picks if you want to get them repaired, and all this other goods that I've got stored. And the mission here for challenge number 2 is I've been looking over the snapshots 1.8. It looks like big changes along the lines of villager trading is coming about, and there is some concerns that the changes might have some serious repercussions here. So I think that we need to, as soon as possible, get our villager trading hall set up and a library so that we can stockpile the books that we'll need just in case something changes here and we're not able to use the villagers quite the way we're using them now. So first step is to get a villager breeding center going, and that's what I'm going to do for challenge number 2, is to build a villager breeding cell. And so, right, I'm going to take a world download here and share it with all of you. I'm going to start editing this video, and then I'm going to get started on challenge number 2. So I look forward to seeing your ideas and suggestions, and maybe someone will send me a world download with their creation. That would be really cool. And yeah, and also I think that I haven't seen this particular design of a wheat farm yet. I have seen it in some other fashions, but I think there's some interesting components here that I put together. So if enough people think it's warranted, maybe a tutorial would be pretty good. And so let me know what you think. Lastly, I mentioned in the notes last week, last video, but I'm also going to mention them here. I have a bonus challenge for my subscribers. So I am horrible at making intros and outros, and if you've been watching my videos, you notice I really don't have anything, just a title screen and maybe some music, and that's all I've been able to figure out how to do. So if any one of my subscribers is talented in such a fashion and wants to give it a try, I think that would be great. And so yeah, give it a shot. Thanks for watching episode number 2, and see you soon. Goodbye.